All right. So I'll be leading the this episode of Back of the Short Bus podcast. So there's myself, Sab. There's Black Kenny over here. Say something.
Hello, I am
Hi.
the guest
Oh,
for this episode.
hold on.
Jesus,
And we
Okay,
got this guy.
you're
We
really
got this
jumping
guy.
in here.
He
no need to be
refuses.
so aggressive.
He refuses to take a nickname. Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Von Winckle.
Hello, I am Morgan Von Winckle, and unlike these commie bastards in the call with me,
Who
I
the
am a
fuck you calling a
white-blooded
commie?
American. I am a white-blooded American and do not need to hide my identity like these pussies. You see, I, Morgan Von Winckle, am an honest Catholic man who refuses to hide himself behind a nickname like these
Probably cheat
little
on your
bitch
wife
baby
with
boys.
prostitutes on the street.
These little bitch baby boys.
Morgan Von Winckle. What you don't see is that
Yes.
they're not for our protection. They're for the audience's protection.
The audience should be afraid of me. I am a man of pure muscle. Morgan Von
You don't
Winckle
sound
should
like
be
it.
feared.
I have not met him in person. I cannot back this up.
I
What do you
cannot
mean I
back this
don't
up either.
sound like it? I sound like terror incarnate.
You sound like a kid who doesn't even know puberty yet. So I
You
wouldn't
sound
even
like
state that.
you sound like a man who doesn't even know what his father sounds like. This is why the
Kenny.
13% should not be getting so aggressive.
Kenny, do
As
not
of
get that
late,
aggressive with Morgan
I
Von
feel
Winckle.
aggressive.
I feel like just pulling something out right now.
I have done.
It
I
rhymes
assume
with-
it's a 9mm, an illegal firearm you have not gotten registered like many of your
Oh
brothers.
no, all my guns are registered.
Like many of your brothers before you, you have not registered your firearm, and this will be your undoing.
Sad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't tell, Morgan Von Winckle here is
A red-blooded American who believes
You're a
in
racist.
true
You're a
American
straight up
spirit.
racist, you fuck.
I was gonna say a
I'm
raging
a
racist, but you
Yeah,
know that was
raging
Not
racist.
a
He's
racist.
a raging racist.
I will have you know, I know at least 4 different black people.
Yeah, they all said go fuck yourself as soon as you try to talk to them.
I know at least 4 black people, therefore I am not a racist. I am a red, white, blue, and American. Blood drips through my Roman Catholic veins.
You know who
And
also
Kenny
says
here
that?
happened to be one of those
Proud
four.
Boys.
What happened?
Would Kenny here happen to be one of those 4 people you claim to know?
I plead the fifth, as I am well within my rights to do. You see, I have at no point asked for his information, therefore you cannot ask for mine. This is against some kind of a law.
There is no law
I could
against
ask
it.
one of my cousins, but I'm not 100% sure.
All right. All right. So the first order of business we have today, since ladies and gentlemen, you can hear that my friend here, Black Kenny's mic quality has increased significantly, and the initial deal has been fulfilled. That was promised in episode 1. Go back and watch episode 1 if you don't know what we're talking about.
Why would I watch a shitty podcast?
Why the fuck
Shut
you
up.
want it then? Fuck you.
Anyway, let's get to getting Black Kenny a new name. Any ideas? Kenny,
I was thinking Private
13%.
Ramirez.
We're not naming me up. We are not naming me 13%. Go fuck
13%.
yourself, Mr. Von
Alright.
Winckle.
We can name you 15%. You're a little better than your brothers.
I know I'm leaning a little bit more towards Ramirez here.
Yeah, I'm leaning
Who's
towards
Ramirez?
Whole protect the Burger Town kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Who's
Ramirez, take the burger down.
Ramirez?
Oh wait, no. What's this commanding officer's name? Hold on. Let me get the commanding officer.
Ramirez gives me
Foley?
Mexican vibes. Who's
We're talking
Ramirez?
about Sergeant Foley?
Sergeant Bully. Yeah. Just Sergeant Bully.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not following. Who's Ramirez? That gives me Mexican vibes.
This is a if the
A ranger from the 212th.
Yeah, a character from Modern Warfare 2.
Yes.
In the campaign.
A noble hero who defended against Russia.
Who played Modern Warfare? You see, while you were playing Modern Warfare, I was studying the Blade.
How many blades do you have, Von Winkle?
At least 2. Not
Can you
counting my
tell them
butter
what
knife.
they are?
One is a 17th century katana that I found at the back of a U-Haul trash can. And another one is a switchblade that I stole off of a mugger because I'm rippling with muscles, you see.
Have you considered the katana may be cursed?
I would love it if it was, but the only thing that talks to me right now is my bitch wife.
Huh.
You know what I mean, my fellow gamers?
Don't call us that. Don't say
Why?
that.
Sure.
What, do you not like being my gamers?
No, you
Oh,
just called me the 13%.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me,
I
mister.
can't say it with
I'm
the
gonna call
heart
you.
out. I forgot, I
Okay.
can't say it with the heart out. You're my gamers. My fellow gamers.
Please
that
tell
is
me
a
this is gonna
joke.
get better, Sab.
Hopefully. All right. So back to the topic. All right. So I guess we'll have to seek Neckbeard's approval some other time as to which nickname we should go for, but
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards Folly.
Folly.
Who's Folly?
Where did Folly come from? I thought it was Sergeant Bully.
Sergeant Folly.
Oh, Sergeant. Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
God damn it, these Russians.
So I'll leave that as a placeholder now, since your mic quality no longer sounds like you're underwater constantly. So you've earned the nickname of Folly.
Okay.
Since in the first episode we did agree that a majority or the person whose the name would belong to did agree that they wanted their name.
What do you mean we agreed? I have made no such contracts. I am in fact very well versed in legalese, and I
said
would
majority.
There's only, excuse me? You
remember,
weren't
Von
here.
Winkle, I said majority. There is three
There's
people
only
here.
3 people here. If you say majority, you are a sad man. You are a sad little man.
2 out of the 3 are a majority, my friend.
Yes, we will outvote you,
Could
like the
just
Republican
say the originals or the non-guest. But you're being quite rude, in fact, I have to say. I've done nothing but give my love and support to my favorite creators. And you have done nothing but slanderize.
I don't want to hear that, you racial fucking prejudice motherfucker.
I do want you to clarify something. You did just previously say who would watch our crappy podcast, but then you say you are a loyal
viewer of ours.
I do not believe there is any legal proof of such sayings.
I mean, we can look back at the recordings.
Editor, play back the footage.
What footage? Mr. Editor, if you don't, I have a cool, crisp $30 bill for you. It's very juicy.
He's lying to you. I'm watching. He created it with crayon. He's lying to you.
It still counts in most Red Bull containment facilities.
Excuse me?
You see, if you give them this coupon, they'll accept it like 14% of the time, which is better than Blight Kenny.
Okay.
This is more racial stuff that I was prepared for. Anyway,
what do you mean? There's been no racially motivated sentences so far. We've been having a pleasant discussion.
This is not pleasant. If you think this is pleasant, I'd rather shoot myself instead of talking.
Racial discussion. Racial discussion aside.
Excuse me. Did we not just hear what he said?
What?
Fucker.
If you want to sort them out yourself, be my guest. I would not do such thing, as I do not want to appear in court.
I'm sorry, what's happened? I haven't been paying attention. I've been playing Punch-Out for the Nintendo Wii.
That sounds like something you do.
I'm currently fighting Piston Honda, that Asian motherfucker.
Okay.
He's been doing nothing but causing me trouble.
That is racially motivated.
By this point, does it surprise you that I may be racially motivated?
No.
That's why
there is no racial motivation. I am a man of very strict morals.
There's no morals with you.
I would never do the things you are suggesting. Ah, son of an Asian bitch.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna pull out my little imaginary hat here. I'm gonna get something that we can talk about here.
You want to talk
You
about
have
the
a hat.
Mandela catalog?
You know, I have a cousin who
We
makes
could.
hats. He's very popular with the ethnics. He makes very nice, comforting hats, and they're very cheap, so that they're capable of affording them. I should show you his wares sometime.
What about Windigoon? Do you want to talk about him? He's a guy. I like him.
Here, I got a subject that we can talk about. I pulled this
cool.
one out of the hat. Okay, so since at the time of recording, the Winter Olympics is going on. At the time of recording,
Holy shit!
It is.
I don't watch it because it's in China.
Well, I don't like the Chinese as rest of it. I just know what happens.
Dude,
I haven't
seen the photos
before.
Have you seen the photos of what's going on? Like,
yeah, they've been fed nothing but like what the the regular Chinese eat.
Yeah, which is basically nothing. I mean, what do you expect from a country that currently runs concentration camps? Don't censor us, China. We will come for you. Anyway.
China, you have made a powerful enemy. Morgan Von Winckle waits for no one.
Let's see. All right, you hear that, China?
Be afraid
Xi
of Morgan.
Jinping, be afraid.
Come at me, Winnie the Pooh looking ass.
Okay, I was not expecting that.
Hong Kong will be free.
Oh my fuck.
I've straw punched pistoned Honda. I think I've knocked him back to the dynasty era.
Okay.
At least none of us are really Asian.
There's also been rampant cheating in the Olympics this year, too.
Welcome to the Olympics. It's cheating.
I reiterate.
There's a lot of it.
Like literally, I've seen like videos of them straight up, like when they were doing
cheating Asians.
ice derby. Fucking, I think it was Sweden versus another country, but it wasn't China or Japan. I think it might have been Canada. And then you just see the Canadian skater just throw a black item under the other the Swedish skater girls.
Oh, but when you say black, it's fine.
Excuse me?
Like nothing?
I'll let you sort that out yourself.
I was just explaining the item that was thrown to basically make the other skater fall on the ground.
Anyway.
What was
that
it?
aside.
I don't know.
That aside. So, how do we feel about the very much rising tensions in Ukraine?
That is.
I like those sand people anyway. I don't mind.
Excuse me?
Yeah. At the time of recording this,
Russia blows them off the face of the earth.
At the time of recording this, it is still rising, as it is early February at the time of recording.
Yeah.
All we know, when this gets aired, we may be in the midst of World War III, or we might be dead. Who knows?
Who knows?
I can only hope.
Nuclear annihilation, here we come, baby.
What would you do if we got into World War III?
I would presumably skip my draft, because I'm too old to be put into the draft.
That is, if they do start the draft. Although, all they have to do is declare a state of emergency, and they can reinstate the draft. That's all they gotta do.
Yes.
We might lose this war now that the women are in the draft.
Okay.
But
I think most of these things need to be cut out by the time.
China and Russia also include women in their military. I bet you didn't know that.
But Russian women are just men with titties.
Uh-huh.
See how no objections were made? It's because they know I'm right, audience. As much as they say they don't believe me, they've admitted it with their silence.
Audience, if you can't tell, take anything he says with a grain of salt. We do not endorse his opinions. Except for the China thing.
Don't trust the salt. Salt is made by the government, and it's got tiny tracking devices in it. My cousin told me.
How reliable a source is your cousin?
He's never lied to me yet, though he has tried to kill me on 3 separate occasions.
How do you know your cousin hasn't lied to you?
'Cause I can tell he's a very bad poker face. It's why he got banned from New Jersey.
The entire state of New Jersey?
The entire state of New Jersey has banned him.
Yeah, he used to be a very high-ranking political figure, but he was playing a poker match.
Is this Andrew Cuomo? No, I'm joking.
I will not condone any slanderization of my dear cousin. But my cousin played a poker match to see who got kicked out of New Jersey after he fucked a dude's wife.
Excuse me?
And he lost. So he's no longer allowed in the state of New Jersey.
All right. On a different subject. I want to notice some sort of thing in music lore.
Music lore?
So,
hold on.
In music lore...
You mean music theory?
No. In any songs including the devil has or gives skills that are better than that rival anyone who's practiced their entire lives.
Yeah.
Or anything. But the devil can be just as easily beaten by a child named Johnny in a fiddling contest. What do you think about that?
Dude, do keep in mind, Johnny's from the back end. He's got some skills to him. Johnny's solid.
Is a white, blue, and red-blooded American.
Oh
of course
God,
he could beat that red-skinned devil.
Oh,
We took his leg once, and now we took his
you
fiddle.
can't say that. Oh my God. That is a racial
Took his
slur.
land and then took his fiddle.
That is a racial
we need to
slur.
title this, Do Not Watch This. Don't watch this.
We're going to title this Interviewing a Raging Racist.
I am not a racist. I have many strict morals, and I know several minorities.
The title is The Jew.
There's a Jew where?
Oh, man. He's among us somewhere. He may be one of us. He may be one of ours.
Where's that dirty money stealer? Where's the banker at? Where's that dirty banker?
Von Winckle, what is your profession?
My profession?
Yes, you.
You mean my job?
Yes. Your occupation, your profession, job. Yes.
I am a humble glass blower.
Is that so?
I bet you blow a lot more than glass.
That would make me a faggot, and I do not condone homosexualities.
Hey.
Gays will end in hell for their suffering. They will learn the errors of the way with a pitchfork up their ass and fire on their taint.
Myself and Kenny, or Folly here, do not condone that message, or many of the other messages. He is doing this of his own accord.
Everything I've ever said is nothing but the truth.
You don't speak truth.
I speak the truth.
He speaks truth like a quarter of the time. Like, I like the China bit.
Yeah, the China bit was nice.
I'm currently fighting the Mexican Don Flamingo in Punch-Out for the Wii.
I thought you were playing it for the Switch.
I do not own a Switch. I own a Wii,
only for the Switch.
And I am playing the original Punch-Out on my flat-screen TV as all of us glass boas own. You see, it's a very lucrative business ever since the legalizations of marijuanas.
All right, Von Winckle. What's your opinion on the IRS?
The IRS, I haven't paid a single tax in my life.
All right.
I bought all of my goods at the local flea market so that they are non-taxable.
All right.
I do not know what that's about. I like the flea market because it's enjoyable to
I have not evaded taxes. I have simply finessed them out of the way.
And that's not.
See, you have to treat taxes like a woman, which is you just don't respect or listen to them.
I thought you were going to say you don't acknowledge them.
That too. It's a very fine-tuned comb you must ignore them with.
All right, Von Winckle.
You see, ignore them too much, they come for you.
Von Winckle, do you have any talents?
Well, you see, I'm one of
the
very...
Do you perhaps sing?
I see what you're getting at, you sneaky boy. I've got just the thing for you.
Give me a second, Folly.
I don't understand what the worry is. What
Don't mind
the worry?
him. Go along, Van Winkle.
Do
Oh,
you
God.
know who Blue Suede is?
You mean
No.
Elvis Presley?
Blue Suede, the musicianal song band.
No.
Educate us.
They have done many good songs, but the one I will be performing to you is made very famous by the very American Chris Pratt in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie from Marvel.
Oh, Chris Pratt.
You see, I will be performing for you today,
Don't ruin this,
Hooked
please.
on a Feeling by Blue Suede.
Don't you mean Guardians of
Oh,
the Galaxy,
okay.
not Hitchhiker's Guide?
Excuse me?
You said Hitchhiker's
Yeah.
Guide to the Galaxy. I think you mean Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
I
I
do
think you
not
mean
recall
Guardians of the
such an
Galaxy.
event. It's the
Oh.
one with
Alright.
Groot and the
Yeah.
Green Woman and the raccoon that I'm pretty sure is a minority.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
What are you talking about Rocket Raccoon for?
Anyway, if you
At this
excuse
point,
me, the
let's let him have
stage,
his
if you
fun.
wouldn't mind. Thank
It's
you.
all
The
yours, Von
stage.
Winkle.
Go ahead,
Thank
Von
you.
Winkle.
Excuse me, is there something funny that I'm missing?
Not at all. Not at all. Keep on.
Okay, thank you. Oka chalka, oka, oka, oka chalka, oka, oka, oka chalka, oka, oka, oka chalka. I can't stop this feeling. It's hereditary. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. When you hold me in your arms so tight, I say, ow, that hurts my shoulder. Ah, I'm hooked on a feeling like a fish on a hook. I'm high on believing it is a legal substance that you are in love with me. Please reciprocate my feelings. Lips as sweet as candy. I have type 2 diabetes. Girl, you got me thirsting for some nice white water. Got a bug from you, girl. I'm pretty sure it's a UTI. I just stay a victim, like all from black crime. All the good love when you're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you make me horny. I'm hooked on a feeling. It's happiness. I'm high on believing it's not a substance, it's a feeling. That you are in love with me. Please reciprocate all the good love when we were all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you make me horny. I'm hooked on your feeling. It's not a crime. I'm high on believing I'm not that guy, that you're in love with me. I'm white. It's a plus. Thank you all for listening to my beautiful songs. Are there any other requests in the crowd?
Bohemian
No.
Rhapsody.
God, no. Please, no, don't ruin that song for me.
Bohemian Rhapsody, a solid choice from a nice white man.
Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody is a lovely song.
And you're gonna ruin
Is
it.
this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. I should probably leave real soon. It's in the road now. I forgot my snow tires. Just look up in the skies and see. It is now snowing, and my car will soon stall. 'Cause I'm easy come, spelled C-O-M-E, easy go, little high, but not in the drug way, little low. Anyway, the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. I'm very apathetic. Mother, just killed a man. I've reported her to the authorities. This isn't Dexter, that sick bitch. But now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mother, oh, I didn't mean to make you cry, but you just killed a man, so I'll be gone by tomorrow. Carry on in prison as if nothing really matters. Don't grab the soap, mama. Too late. I've missed the early bird special. Send shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go and pick up my medication for my back. Yeah, it's an ointment. I don't want to die. Sometimes I wish the Jews were never around. Carry on, carry on. I see the silhouette of a man in my window. Oh God, what is he doing there? Here, thunderbolts and lightning. It's not very frightening. It's just the weather. Just the weather. It's just the weather. Something, something Italian. I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me. All the Jews took the money. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. He lives in the ghettos. No, we will not let him go. Blasphemy. We will not let him go. Let him go. Blasphemy. We will not let him go. Let him go. We will not let him go. Let him go. Never. No, never let him go. Let me go. No, 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 no. Italian, Italian, I'd like the pizza, let me go. For Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. It's my wife. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? That's quite rude. So you think you can love me and leave me to die? What are you, a prude? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, gotta get right out of here. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to minorities. Thank you, thank you. Any other fellow requests?
No, that is all.
No.
I'm glad I've been able to serenade you with my beautiful voice. You see, my father used to call me Golden Mouth. It was because of my beautiful singing all the time.
No, it's
Nothing else at all.
No.
It was something else. I know that's right.
What else could it be? I was a beautiful singer.
No, probably he used your mouth for something else, but
I got a birdie mouth, boy. Anyway,
his delicious home-cooked American meals, as us Roman Catholics are to do.
all right, Von Winkle. What are your views on legalizing drugs?
I think all drugs should be legalized. It'll allow us to kill off the minority sections a lot easier because they will have OD'd themselves.
Sav, we do.
This isn't how I thought it'd go. Like, cause I'm kind of for legalizing drugs, but except let the government say, hey, I see you putting like a deadly amount of something into that drug and then going to sell it to somebody to kill them. You should stop that.
Oh, you mean like the CIA in the early 70s?
No.
Did you know that me and this fine gentleman I met a while back actually helped with the crack epidemic? We were approached by some men in black suits while we were out bowling, you see. And me and this fine gentleman, we decided, you know what's a great idea? we should get rid of the minorities by starting a crack epidemic. And then this man in a black suit who was bowling about 2 lanes over said, that's a great idea. We can assist you with financial aid. And we had a great little business going. In fact, we met this fancy little wizard fellow, and we had him selling our entire Florida Miami stock. He helped quite a
I
bit,
think
not
we
gonna
know
lie.
who that guy is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's our friend,
you?
the Cum Wizard.
Is that his name? I never bothered asking. He just asked for cocaine as payment.
That's what we call him by. He is the driver of the short bus, as to which our podcast is named after.
Oh, I thought that fellow looked familiar. You see, I'd
Yeah,
never forget a white face.
of course.
Yeah, he seems very nice.
Anyway. Well, I think it's about time to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so also.
Why? What has gone wrong?
I think we've filled our quota for an episode. I
We
think we're
haven't
pretty
even
much
reached
there.
a half an hour.
Have we?
It hasn't even been half an hour.
Hmm.
What do you mean, end of an episode? I know some of your episodes will go up to an hour and 20 minutes.
Maybe
I
it's a
feel as
little
I'm
different if
getting
our head.
I feel as if I'm getting jewed out of my position in this podcast.
What position do you hold?
The guest episode, and I have to say you're treating me very poorly. I've done nothing but come here and serenade you and show you good deeds. And
What
you have
good
done
deeds have you
nothing.
showed us? You've been racially dude, your whole conversation has been racially.
Name one thing that I have said that has been racially motivated.
Let's kill all the minorities by starting an epidemic of drugs.
That's not something I said. That's something I did back in the 70s. Thank you very much. We all have our pasts.
Yeah, that past is pretty fucked up.
You know, I did not come here to be kink shamed.
That...
No, you're here just to be shamed
really...
in general.
Yeah, you're gonna be shamed just in general.
What have I done wrong to deserve such hatred?
A lot.
Name
from what
one
you said.
thing.
Hey, I'm gonna be back in a second. Keep him busy.
Please don't leave me, Sab. Fuck.
I'll be back. I'll be back in like 30 seconds, please.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay, goodbye, Sab. So tell me, why did you choose to be black?
I didn't choose to be black.
Alright, well then tell me, why have you chosen not to change it like Michael Jackson? He had a
I am
redemption
not
arc.
bleaching my skin.
He had his redemption arc.
I am
Why
not
not
bleaching
you?
my skin.
Why not? That sounds like quitter talk.
Quitter? No, it just sounds like someone who has a sound mind.
Okay. I mean, if that's what you want to call it, that's okay.
Are you calling me insane right now?
No, I would never do that.
No, you are.
Why would I do that?
Because you hate minorities.
You cannot prove that. I have no disdain.
Hey.
I have no disdain.
Thank you, Sab.
Hey, both of you, quit with the racial talk.
What racial talk? I was simply discussing. We weren't discussing anything. He just started to attack me.
Okay.
As his people
I
are
came back and I heard minorities. I've had enough.
No, he's literally talking about me.
I have done nothing. I was bringing up great singer Michael Jackson.
He wants me to change my skin color like Michael Jackson, which is basically
It's not
bleaching my
too
skin.
much to ask for.
What do you have against his skin color?
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam.
When did I say there was anything wrong with it? I just asked why he hasn't.
You're implying that having a skin color currently has a negative connotation to it.
I have not done such things.
Yes, you have.
Oh, you've implied that. You've implied that since the beginning. Anyway. Back to what I was the original prompt I was going to propose, since it's time of Olympics. What do you guys think about an Olympic sport, any Olympic sport, summer or winter Olympics, except the goal is to kill the other team?
That is just a battle royale.
Yes, except like hear me out. You get hockey on the rink with skates, and you're just trying to kill each other on the rink.
That
The
is
two teams
That's
are just
already what
fighting to
hockey
the
is
death.
like.
Yes,
That's
except
already
there is no refs. There's no refs.
there's no referees to
Two
break it
teams
up.
go. Two teams out.
They just
Two
go
teams
at
go
it.
in. One teams go out. That's it.
One team
It
goes
is
out.
to the death.
But
Hear
what
me
about
out.
the people they lose?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
They are dead.
I
Hear me
know
out.
this, but
You do the
Okay, we're
what
hearing you.
what's that one sport called where they have the women with the brooms and then the man pushes a big stone thing into the middle?
I don't know.
I know
Where
what
they
it
try to
is.
play darts but like really shittily.
What's
I
the
have
name?
no idea.
We know what you're talking about.
I think I have
Yeah.
an idea what you're talking about, but I do.
I
I think that
to
to the death would be hilarious.
That'd be interesting to watch.
That would be.
I don't know. I think I like watching lacrosse to the death.
Lacrosse.
Also, I thought you should be aware of the fact that I had died on Tiger Indian Man from Punch Out, and I'm back to Glass Joe.
All right.
Okay.
I just thought you deserved to know.
All right. So, any other ideas for sports? That would be really fun if the only goal was to kill each other. The two teams.
Shot put.
Shot put. Ooh, track and field. Just any of those.
Track and field. The javelin.
But how do you have track and field with murder and keep the genuine integrity of the sport? You see,
You keep the.
do you have to just run on top of them, like trample them to death?
Like, no hold bars. You can go over there and you can trip them. You can run them off the course. I imagine running would be a little less violent.
Mm-hmm.
I see no fun
Probably a
in
lot
that.
of. Probably a lot of shoving.
I feel like
Yeah.
shooting would be a little too easy.
Yeah, but
You just shoot
typically
people.
you're not. Two shooters are not shooting at the same time, which would defeat the purpose.
So it would just be like a Columbine thing then.
Okay.
Not even. It wouldn't be considered. I'm only considering things that have two teams or two opponents
You
currently
can't say
going at
something
it.
like that, Sab, on YouTube.
Okay, so what about what's the thing with two teams? What about LaCroix or lacrosse? Not LaCroix, that's a
I-
You
drink.
just said that.
I've listed lacrosse. I think lacrosse would be interesting because they're already like padded up and they got those sticks that they just beat each other to death with. I think that'd be pretty fun. They already got armor and they got sticks. They already got like half the thing. All they got to do is just give the intent to kill.
All right. So if you could add an Olympic sport, what would you add?
Add an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Chess boxing.
I was unironically also thinking chess boxing.
Dude, chess boxing.
Chess boxing is a fantastic thing. It tests the great minds, but also tests how easily you could beat the shit out of your opponent, which I respect.
Yeah, I think chess boxing would be an interesting Olympic sport.
That would be.
Yeah, and so you have your lightweights, you have your heavyweights, you get all of that kind of junk, except they're also playing chess.
Hear me out. Dwayne Johnson versus Kevin Hart in chess boxing.
We know who's winning.
I think Dwayne Johnson might win that one.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson's gonna win that.
Why would that
a
be?
fair fight.
Because I think Dwayne Johnson has both the brains and the brawns. Well, Kevin Hart is that small in stature.
Oh, so now I'm racist, but you're the one who's saying that the minority isn't smart. Or strong.
You're pitting two minorities against each other.
You are.
A Pacific Islander is not the same as the oppressed black community.
A minority is a minority nonetheless. You picked two minorities.
You did.
That sounds pretty racist.
I agree with Sab on this. As a minority, I agree with Sab.
I'm pointing out what you did. I'm not adding something new. I am pointing out what you did.
Then Kevin Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now it's a white versus a black. Who do you think is winning?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He has the experience.
Oh, the white guy. Oh, okay. I see where you're standing.
It has nothing to do with race. It has
experience
all to do with their skills. Their skill sets are entirely
Stone
different.
Cold Steve Austin literally fought in the military.
Yeah, Steve Austin has a more fighting-oriented start.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart might have though in IQ.
Height. I was gonna say height.
In height? Did you just say in height?
What are you, 5'2" or something?
No,
he is
Kevin
5.
Hart is Kevin Hart is like 2 inches tall.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Kevin Hart has the advantage in height.
Oh no.
I think Stone Cold has the advantage, but I don't think in that case the height advantage really doesn't have any kind of chance unless you're doing like two opponents that have a very staggering difference in height.
Okay, so what would you think would be a fair match? What about Stephen Hawking versus Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Assuming that they start with chess.
If they start with chess, I think Hawking has a chance. He has a very good chance.
Okay.
But I think as soon as that 5 minutes is up, Hawking's done. He's done.
Hawking is done, yeah, unless he could get a that's just kind of a one-sided fight at that point.
All right, Jimmy, call back to episode 2 or 3 of our podcast, The Mascots. Who do you think would win chess boxing? The Burger King or Jack from Jack in the Box?
Jack from Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. I do not believe in the powers of Kurt Russell in chess boxing.
Yeah, but what about his ability on chess?
Kurt Russell in chess.
I
still think Jack in the Box would Jack in the Box would simply stall out the fight in chess so that he could beat the shit out of him.
That does sound like something he would do.
You can't really do that because you have to move.
Kurt Russell could take the advantage and best Jack while
I believe in Jack in the Box enough to survive such an encounter.
I think Jack has an edge in the fighting, and he has a decent IQ, but I think Kurt Russell might slightly top him there. But I think they're a little matched, but not as matched in the ring. I think Jack has got the lead. But I don't think Kurt Russell is going to be an immediate one tap out. I think they're going to make it to round 2 of chess.
Round 2 in chess, so that's 5 minutes of boxing and followed by 5 minutes of chess again.
And I think that was maybe when Kurt Russell brings it home. Then again, Jack from Jack and the Box may be able to just get right in there and knock out Kurt Russell's lights. He may just be able to go straight for the kill and do it right then. The first 5 minutes of boxing.
I understand. So, all right, I follow. So would you ever be willing to fight one of your co-hosts in a chess boxing match for an episode of this fine podcast?
I would fight you.
Me? But I am not a main staple character.
I don't care.
I'm simply a guest.
What if you're invited to the podcast chess boxing?
I would love to, but then you'd just be beating
We get all our audience. We get all our audience to watch it. It's all live.
You would just be beating up an old glass blower, and I think that's quite rude.
Didn't you say you were ripping with muscles?
You did say that.
I am. There's no lie there. However,
why wouldn't you want to defend your honor in the ring of chess boxing?
Because if I hurt my hand beating the ever-living shit out of the minority, then I would simply not be able to make money via glass blowing anymore. You see, their skin is much thicker than you and I's. And
Excuse
therefore
me?
it's much more likely to harm my hands. Also, I feel like we wouldn't even get to the boxing session. I don't think he understands how chess works.
Ugh. You insulting his intelligence?
You're really
No,
insulting my time.
not
You
his
are. You are.
specifically. Not specifically yours.
I'll have you know I'm actually really good at chess.
Is that so?
Yes.
Then I shall see you in the ring.
I'll see you in the ring then. When do we set this up, Sab?
Do we do this street style or are we doing this classic style?
We are doing
Whatever we
this
do,
by
it's
the rules. Classic.
by the rules. Classic.
So in an empty swimming pool with a bone-carved chess set. Got it.
Yep.
Understood.
And I'm reffing.
Yep.
Understood. How do I know there is not bias with him being your co-host and whatnot?
We will have an audience.
Yeah.
We
The
will
audience
we?
will be there.
I've seen your channel. Are we sure about that?
I will invite any listener they want to. That's at least 50 people. As
But
we
will
stand
they all come?
currently, probably not. But like, we probably got like 30. That's a good audience.
It is a good audience.
Anyway, let's see how our
Okay.
podcast is sitting currently. Let's see.
Could we perhaps do flyers in the local subway?
We could try.
We don't have a local subway.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Do you mean the
There
Subway
is
sandwich
always a
shop?
subway nearby. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
The
that's what I
fuck?
meant.
I
As we're
did
There's
not
sitting,
always a
we have
local-friendly sandwich shop.
one shy of 60 subscribers as we're sitting currently.
Oh wow.
I think
Is
at
that
least
so?
half of them. I think at least half of them would attend a chess boxing match between a former guest star and one of the co-hosts.
Okay.
Who do you think they'd be rooting for, Sab?
They
Hopefully,
shouldn't be rooting for you, because then they'd be rude towards an old, elderly Catholic man.
yes, but if they were rooting for you, they'd be going against a minority.
And they'd be racist.
Us
Yes.
Roman Catholics have been prejudiced against enough in our time.
I'm a Christian, so I don't want to hear that.
Oh,
Out of
so
any
you're one
curiosity,
of the fakes.
Excuse me?
What prejudice have you received, Von Winkle?
I've been scammed. I've been Jewed out of many loan opportunities for being and so openly Roman Catholic. Similarly to how your co-host has been treating me throughout this entire endeavor.
We've not got you out of any kind of opportunity.
Can I ask you
I have
what your
said
credit
not
score
you,
is at
your
right now?
co-host. How many what?
What's your credit score at right now? I just want to ask you that question.
It would be better if it wasn't for the fact that I have been Jewed out of so many loans.
Loans don't get approved unless you have a good credit score, so I'm gonna.
I am aware, so I can't collect loans when they Jew me out of them.
So he doesn't have a good credit score.
Yeah, he doesn't have a good
credit score of 583.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a loan.
Hey,
I'll tell you that right now.
I do better than a certain percentage of people.
My credit score is 702. Good luck with that.
Whose credit score did you steal?
No one's. It's my own. I created it.
He made it himself. He worked, and now he has a good credit score.
Yes. Thank you, Sab.
Oh, I see. You've been paying off your child support on time. I understand.
I don't have kids.
Then how did you get a good credit score?
It's called having a credit card and actually paying off debts.
What debts would you have to pay off if it wasn't for child support?
What child support? How can you prove that he ever had a child?
Yeah.
I can infer.
Yes,
you can infer.
But your infer may not be correct.
Yep.
It hasn't been wrong so far.
No, it has.
Well, I believe your streak has ended.
That is a shame.
There was never a streak to begin with. I should say that right now.
Well, he believed there was one.
Yeah, he could believe it, but it's just not true.
I have the best streak for knowing things. You see, I'm very smart. Above
seem like
the
it.
30, I am within the 30th percentile. For most things. Most
What's
things.
the IQ score for that then?
Well, my IQ is easily triple digits.
You can get a triple-digit IQ score, bud.
Yeah, yes, you can. You've heard it here. The Black Kenny seemingly has a 2-digit IQ, which it is all starting to make sense.
I have an
That
IQ
is
of
no-
134. I'm in psychology.
I'd like to point
right
out that
now.
is no longer his nickname.
His name,
His
yeah.
nickname has ended. He has fulfilled his. It's Folly.
What is his new nickname?
Folly.
I've been introduced.
Folley.
I've been introduced to this man by that nickname, and I will continue to call him that nickname.
And you were here when it was changed.
Yeah, so you have.
But
no
I was playing Punch-Out for the Nintendo Wii when that happened.
Well, in that case, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah.
I have Little Mac to blame.
But isn't Little Mac controlled by you?
He is his own being.
So you just watch it happen.
Correct. The Little Mac on my screen does what he likes. Sometimes I watch him file his tax return. One time I watched him go on a date, but he got stood up, so he got sad and ate tacos.
Are you paranoid schizophrenic by any chance?
I am.
What do you mean?
I know you are sad, but you keep yours under control.
Are you sure about that? After all, this is aired after the episode.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't like the emphasis on the episode.
That doesn't concern you.
Leave it at that. We will leave it at that. Let's go.
Understood.
Anyway. Anyone do anything fun recently?
Got some Funko Pops in the mail.
I forgot you collect those.
Did you know that I can make a glass Funko Pop for a cool, crisp $64?
Yeah, I'm not paying that.
Provide you with a solid glass Funko Pop of any character you desire.
That doesn't seem wise to buy. I'll say that.
At the time of recording this, I yesterday got a bass guitar.
Yeah, I know. I saw. I read it on Snapchat.
Wow. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna learn how to do that. $180. It was a rather cheap bass. Yes.
What type was it? Like Squire?
Are you talking about brand?
Yeah, brand. Sorry.
Let's see. It's some no-name blend. Yeah. So Glen Burton.
I've never heard that brand before. I cannot.
Exactly. Neither have I.
That is an obscure brand. I know that.
If you don't mind my askings, to whom did you collect such an instrument from?
An instrument dealer, I guess.
An instrument dealer. Of course, you would call it a dealer.
Instrument salesman.
There we go.
Yeah.
Like I go to my weed salesman.
If you're in the cruise for some wacky tobacco, I can help you out, for I am a humble glass blower and I can make you a bong.
Or my schizophrenic medication salesman.
Schizophrenic. No, say that.
After all, we do pride ourselves on a podcast that does use a premise of schizophrenia quite often.
You have a mental illness?
Sure do.
Are you mentally retarded?
Okay, no, he is not. Do not talk to Sap like that. That is my co-host.
I have simply asked a question. I will not take such aggression from the likes of you.
Though, I have hit someone over the head with a sledgehammer, and they did become what you infer.
How did that end to be? How did such an event come to be? fruition, if you will.
I didn't like how they looked at me.
Ah, I see. I've had that thought many a times while looking at certain individuals.
I think you're just thinking of bashing someone's stolen as a hate crime. That's just me.
What do you mean?
I feel
What
like you'll
hate
just commit hate crime.
There is no hate in this
crime.
crime. I enjoy it.
Hate crime. I enacted this upon a white male.
Yes. I believe in true equality.
What's true equality to you?
I believe in a different kind of true equality. These hands are rated E for everyone.
Everyone. Even little Timmy will get them.
I am a man who believes in all people are created equal under the eyes of God.
No, you don't.
As all Roman Catholics do.
You're a bad Roman Catholic at that.
Are you bashing my religion, sir?
No.
You know, I have many lawyer friends who would love to meet you someday.
Oh, and I'm a lawyer who would love to meet you as well.
You're a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm studying law. Sorry.
Okay. Good bluff.
It's not a bluff.
Okay. Sure.
Anyway.
You know, I think we've stepped off on the wrong foot. What's everyone's opinion? What's everyone's favorite dessert food?
Huh. Let me say this myself. I do not like cakes.
More of a tits guy. I get you.
Cakes are just spongy and nasty most of the time.
Depends on what cakes you get to eat.
My favorite dessert is cheesecake, specifically New York style.
New York style is really good. I like it. Probably because I grew up in the area, but
haha,
New Yorker. New York City. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting indeed.
I grew up
out of curiosity, why did you leave New York?
Family reasons.
Oh, got trouble with Johnny Law. I get you.
Yeah, I'm a mobster.
That's a possibility.
I ran with the Gambinos. I still do.
Hey, that's racist.
That's not racist if I'm talking about
as a racially motivated sentence, and I'm quite disappointed in you.
That's as racially motivated as, say, a Roman Catholic individual.
What has the Roman Catholics ever done? See, this is that prejudice I was referring to earlier with the Roman Catholics. Everyone hates the Roman Catholics.
Well, I think it may be warranted, as typically Roman Catholics aren't too kind for anyone else.
I have done no wrong.
You've done everything wrong.
I have done no wrong. Name one thing that I've done.
What's up, Ted?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, please continue with your sentence.
What should I get for DoorDash, Sab? What do you think?
I thought you were getting 2 guys from Italy.
They did not pick up.
What do you think about door dashing?
I don't know. I gotta ask my family first. See what they want. We had pizza from 2 guys from Italy. It's really fucking highly recommend.
Huh. All right.
Quite interesting.
All right. Here's a very non-motivated kind of prompt. What's everyone's favorite kind of Pop-Tart?
Oh, I never finished. I never got to tell you guys my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Cannolis. I love cannolis.
Ooh, I haven't had one myself, but they look quite nice.
I
Mochellos,
second
bro.
the notion.
Cannolis are the best, bro. They're cannolis. They make chocolate chip ones. They're so good. Dude,
Have you?
making me
Well,
crave
on the topic of
cannolis.
dessert, have either of you ever had bananas Foster?
What?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay. I might need to explain this to you, both. So I'm gonna go look it up so I make sure I don't screw this up.
Benny's the Foster? What did you say?
Bananas Foster.
Oh, yeah, I've had that before. Yeah. I've had that before.
Going back to the conversation that Sab had brought up, my favorite Pop-Tart is the Frosted American Apple Pie, the limited edition one that they did. I gotta say, it pumps true American values through my system.
Hmm.
I haven't really
And
tried many Pop
they're
Tart
very
flavors, so
good.
I can't say.
They pump so much American home values of a nuclear family into my system. And that's really what you need with a good Pop-Tart morning breakfast strudel. Is you need the warm embrace of Uncle Sam.
I think I had to go find a picture of this so that we could put it onto the visual element of our podcast.
Okay.
But I will put it here in one of our many chats.
There's a visual element to these.
My preferred favorite type of my favorite Pop Tart flavor is asphalt.
Asphalt?
Oh, pray tell.
It's asphalt flavor. Nothing more I can say. You can't have some nice and crispy asphalt in the morning. Can't go without it.
I've never tried that before.
Out of curiosity, what does asphalt taste like?
I'm not gonna spoil the surprise for you. I'll let you try it for your own.
Okay,
if you check the chat, Sab, there's
One of our former guests, ROTC Kid, or well, I guess if he ever reappears, we'll give him his claimed new nickname. But
wasn't that a
is
thing that you told people to do in the comments in several videos and no one has done yet?
to maybe give him a name, as originally when his guest episode did come up, we meant to put in there, and before recording, we were going to tell the audience to come up with a name for him. He did not want to come up for one from himself.
wow.
Anyway,
That sounds very lazy of him.
no, I think he wanted some audience reaction, some interaction between them and us. One of our first real interactions.
Why does it say under that guy's name?
What?
Oh well, it's in some funny language. Translate it if you wanna. Anyway.
That's Chinese.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Mandarin, you racist.
Mandarin
Okay.
is what you speak. Chinese is the writing.
It's actually Japanese.
That's not Japanese.
It is Japanese. I've Google translated it. And it says I am one happy dragon.
That sounds like something like him. Anyway, enough about just doxing him and him only. He just responded to the pack of asphalt flavored Pop Tarts, and he responded, "My favorite flavor." So we have a second on the favorite flavor of Pop Tarts.
Understandable.
I'm glad to know I'm not alone in sharing.
I've never tried this before.
You should. You can find them at any of your typical grocery stores.
The Dollar Tree.
Assumedly.
Dollar Tree. I haven't heard of Dollar Tree in many moons. See, the Dollar Trees all around where I live have been taken away by the Jews. You see, they've bought them out with their banks. There are no longer any Dollar Generals.
You know, Von Winkle, it sounds like you have something against people of the Jewish descent.
Yeah.
No. I have nothing against the dirty Jews. It's just that they simply ruin all things good in life.
Yeah, that sounds like a little bit of a prejudice, if you ask me.
Yeah, that is a prejudice.
What prejudices do I have?
I mean, you just referred to them as a, quote, dirty Jew.
Yeah, you.
You see, you guys are coming at me for your new children views, but I am a 67-year-old man. I am simple glassblower with Roman Catholic values. I'm sorry if our ideals do not exactly line up.
I'm talking about your glassblower. Sounds like you're trying to insinuate you suck dick also.
That is very faggoty, and I will not be having such an affair.
Ooh, that is a slur.
That is a slur. Yes, it is.
What are you talking about?
That was just straight up a slur.
Yeah, you really just said a slur.
What happened?
We're afraid you just uttered a slur live.
What slur?
We're not repeating it.
Yeah.
Then it hasn't been said.
It has been, and we're not repeating.
Editor. Bleep out what he said.
Yeah, bleep out what he said.
Bleep out what he said.
What did he say?
You said it, but we're not going to repeat it again.
Who said it?
You did, Mr. Von Winckle.
What did I say?
A slur pertaining to people who are attracted to the same sex.
Yeah.
Are you talking about fags? Is that what you were referring to?
Yes, we're not allowed to say this.
Why not? Back in my day, we had some good old lynchings.
It's just...
Miss the good old days.
I bet you do.
I quite do. Back in those days, you could say whatever you want to whoever you wanted, and it was all right because no one was a faggy bitch, and you could just get away with it.
You know, I feel less comfortable here now.
I feel less comfortable. Don't worry, Sad.
Why?
You're not the only one.
Now that you openly uttered that you have taken part in lynching.
Yeah, something that...
It was not like it wasn't deserved.
I don't think it was deserved at all.
Yeah.
You were openly gay. It was very much so deserved.
That's not deserved. That's just being prejudiced.
Let me put it this way.
Yes.
Would you still do it now?
No, don't ask him that question. You know what the answer...
What is the legal dominion underneath me?
You cannot do that. It's just legally you cannot do that at all.
So, I mean, the process of negotiations.
If you're not societally looked down upon harshly about it.
Yes. Yes.
Told you this was
Just want to make sure that he because maybe in that time he may have come to a realization or reformed.
No,
he is not.
No, he is not. We know.
You just said if there was no social judging, but I am feeling very judged.
We were hoping you would give a different answer.
The judging was in the hypothetical, or the without judging was in the hypothetical.
If I remember correctly, aren't you the same people who held a hypothetical of beating the shit out of third graders in a cornfield?
That conversation was not recorded at all, so you can never prove it.
What, out of curiosity, what is the moral difference between not being judged for a good old-fashioned lynching, and such activities?
Oh yeah, when people are trying to murder you, when little kids are trying to murder you.
Well, let me do this.
Okay.
In the hypothetical, the whole hypothetical is based off of there's no way to go around it. The only way out of there is violence.
But isn't the whole hypothetical that you can never win? So it's just an infinite struggle. The easy way out would just simply let yourself die. But you choose violence every time, yet you look at me as if I'm the villain.
You are the villain.
Well, there's a difference between resisting death and openly killing somebody based off their views or opinions.
Yeah.
I
or
wouldn't need
beliefs.
to if they had the right opinions, views, or beliefs.
That's very communistic.
Yeah,
of you.
that's
very communistic of you.
No, I am
Yes,
a
that is.
red-blooded American, and I
You are a
simply want
commie.
things to
You
go
are a
back to
red
the way they
commie.
were. I
that
will
sounds
not
pretty.
take such slanders. I am. You know what? I am quite. I am out. You know what? I am quite offended by this entire endeavor. I am out of here. Goodbye. Good day. See you all in hell.
You're
All
going there
right,
by yourself.
I'll greet you there with a wine cooler.
So that was.
All right. Since he's gone, we can release Neckbeard from the closet. Neckbeard, get out here!
Is he gonna join? Is Neckbeard gonna join this time?
Well, assumedly he'd be released from the closet.
Yeah,
He
please
has
God.
not been.
I don't ever want to speak to that guy ever.
Yeah, Von Winkle is a character. Anyway, since Neckbeard's right now responding, I think it's about time to wrap it up. So, all right. So I think this will be it.
Yeah, I guess this will be it. You want to do that?
So, yeah. So this has been Back in the Short Bus podcast. We have Folly sign off as his new nickname, Folly.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Folly. Oh well, Sergeant Folly. I'm Sergeant Folly. This is Cadet Sab.
Hey. We don't do that here. Anyway.
Private Sab.
So,
I'll do Private Sab.
Before we get off of here, I'm referring to the program that happened in high school.
Oh no, I wasn't even. I thought, but I wasn't referring to that. I was Frank.
Anyway,
my character.
So before we get off, I'm going to promote. We still have the Instagram that should be releasing update dates and that junk. So follow that, please. I haven't seen anyone from the podcast come and follow that. It's all been just random people. Please follow that.
I used to run a meme page before we did the podcast, and like a bunch of like dads followed, but it was like a really like people branded.
Yeah.
That was not a highlight of.
Anyway, so that's when Sergeant Folly. I'm Sab. I'm still in your walls, and have a good one. Cut it.
Cut.